have to regulate both recreational and medicinal marijuana use. So the state attorney general hasn't issued that opinion yet. So whatever we do now, other than a moratorium, on shaking ground.
Just one more point. Our planning commission secretary also said that at one point we were waiting to see how litigation would come to pass for another larger jurisdiction, and her opinion was it could be held up in courts for an indefinite period of time. I'm hoping that another 6 months will give us time to come up with something that's more permanent by way of regulation.
Alrighty, item 14005, resolution 14-098, authorizing the mayor to accept a donation in the amount of $2,500 from Metals Express Inc. for the Senior Senators Southern Soup Lunch Program.
Well, since you pretty much said it all, I guess I don't need to say it. I did receive a check from the Metal Express Incorporated here in Pacific for $2,500 for the senior center for their food drive, and I would like to accept the donation, for us to accept the donation.
Just as a point of information, I guess, for the council members, we enacted ordinance a while ago about donations, so there's very strict guidelines. Anything with strings attached has to come to council, unless it's just a check to the city for whatever they want to use it for. Anything with strings attached, council has to approve. We had some challenges a few years ago where there was questions of the money being spent versus donations that were taken in. So this is the reason it's coming to council.
That's like 4
And there's guidelines that mean over 500 regardless of the and it's coming to council, that kind of stuff. So
Move forward.
Move forward.
Perfect.
Thanks, Darcy.
You're welcome.
Next item, 14006, Association of Washington City 2014 membership fee.
You received the membership invoice for Association of Washington Cities in the amount of $4,179. And I'm thinking we should probably move it forward since we're now in our first pool.
Got to pay the membership.
Yeah. Any discussion? Move that one forward. Alrighty, item 14007, South County Area Transportation Board, Transportation Forum due.
This maintains our seat at the table for the South County Area Transportation Board. It's a very minimal fee to give us a vote. Between our administrating that funding grant money to the transportation budget.
The minimal is $100.
Yeah, well, yeah, compared to other dues that we pay.
we pay more and get more votes.
Probably not. But it gets us a seat at the table.
Council discussion?
I guess one of the things too with Metro being a contentious issue right now, both Sound Cities Association and the board are addressing that. Very serious concerns of losing lost our service to the one access that we have.
Well, I know that the issue that we had with P.C.S. County Transit a couple years back, and now it's correct, but I asked that we continue to pay in, considering that they cut basically our throat. Of course, P.C.S. County Transit going into the mix center,
Right.
And, so I think that's something we need to think about next time with P.C.S. County. And same thing with King County, we need that transit, so especially King County.
And I will tell you, Mayor Hill and I are working diligently trying to keep as much of that as we can, but they're doing 17% cut across the board, and unfortunately they're looking at ridership. And we also know that that is a family cost to a lot of our citizens as well as our government citizens. So we're looking at other alternatives that we can do, and King County themselves are looking at other alternatives that they can do to try to, on their own, try to keep the metro system to where it's at. It's not there yet, but there's some serious cuts coming if we can't get something going. So Sound Cities Association and Cape Board are working on that.
It gets to the point, excuse me.
Funding.
I know, but they get to the point where they're cutting everybody out, that's outside the main metropolitan area. Ability to they want people off the road, but then they completely cut the ability for anybody to transport
It's not
themselves.
just the rural areas, though.
No,
that are
I know,
being
but I
cut.
mean, you
But they
know.
don't have any funding. Where do they get the funding to pay for it? That's the problem. I hear you.
Jack up the prices where the people are riding.
Alrighty, agenda item 14008, Citizen Appreciation Event.
And so this was put on the agenda, it was brought up at our staff meeting that, the youth at Senior Center had brought up the idea that they wanted to have like, called it a citizen appreciation event. We were thinking maybe this February or March, where the mayor and council would serve citizens. There would be by donation only, like a spaghetti type dinner or lasagna or something. But we basically just wanted to bring it in front of council for a discussion to see what council's thoughts, ideas, reactions, and the reason we called it a citizen appreciation, we just open up to the public, have it over at the gym, the East Room, and give an opportunity for the citizens to be able to come and, like in a real social, casual atmosphere, meet with council members and the mayor.
You could always have a Dunkin' Mayor Council,
It was up to the mayor, Civic Day last year.
Black Council.
It was something that, they thought it would be a good fundraiser for both the senior and youth center. Right now, they're looking for different ways that they can raise funds for the program. With the fact that, we're not having a 501c3 right now and the ability to gain grants, and so they're just being creative and looking for different ways. I thought it was a great idea. I'm all on board. And it's something that, I think Joanne was telling us the Sorocumist Club does, and as they grow it, they have raffles and silent auctions and stuff like that, and they've raised a lot of money as they grew it. The first one we didn't expect to be real big, but have it as an annual event and keep it going, that it could be a really good fundraiser and a real good community event for the citizens.
So this is just a heads up, we're gonna put together a
Kind of a
committee.
heads up, but I would like to know if we plan something, were we thinking February, did we want to, we were kind of discussing.
Probably March.
In March, if council members would be available for like a Saturday evening or during the week or something. If council members would be available and interested in doing that, be in the service. Okay.
I think it'd be a good idea to work with the Human Services Committee.
Okay.
With your committee, we can help.
We just weren't sure, what the feedback or the response would be before we planned it. Just wanted to kind of bring it up for a conversation, and I think it's a great idea. It's an awesome thing to do for the community.
That is the final item on our agenda. Any further items? All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Excellent.